They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Michigan State's offense will get first crack at it today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Looking to pass, it's Childs. Makes the grab, it's Kelly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Spartans line up to punt it away.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. The lone back's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's caught. It's Saunders. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sends it back in motion. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep our eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, Dave?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bullard. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Oh, he makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Spartans, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Floats it out in space. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Aller. Pulls it in, it's Pena. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Allen. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking there.
Finds a spot in the middle. Breaks away in the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They'll try to get outside. Plows through the defense. Got enough for the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Kelly. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Caught near the sticks. It's Mark. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Aller. A strike downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Saunders. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The short hands, it's Singleton. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Ross. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Singleton. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the Ryan looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Aller. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hands it off. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it along the sideline. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Spartans will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. In the red area, it's Singleton. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Penn State! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it.
He's loose. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Finds a man on the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Child. Bringing the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Back to pass. Nice move to keep running. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
They'll run for it on third and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
After your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Caught behind the line. It's Belly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Bully ball on third and short. Smashes through the tackle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Using his legs, it's Allen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Allard. Catch in the middle, it's Dinkins. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
The give and tick, 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 tick. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you've got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarter...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the...
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Child. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Spartans will hustle to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Kelly. At midfield, he's got room. it was lights out after that.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The give is to Smith. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.